Okay, are you ready for part 2 of the April Send It sessions? Yeah, if you missed part 1, get back and watch that. There was some crazy action in this one. And we are kicking off part 2 with Emilio. Emilio is a PWA judge. He does all the race stuff in the IQ foiling. He is all over the world, but he is a die-hard windsurfer. Whether it be freestyle, he's done a bit of racing, but he loves a bit of wave. Yes, we're going to catch up with him for his sort of season roundup down in Cadiz.
Hi everyone, it's Emi here, and I'm gonna talk you through about my 2024 season so far. As some of you may know, I'm based in Cadiz, South Spain, and when I'm back home, I'm 100% dedicated to the search of the best conditions possible for wave sailing. Yeah, that means a lot of forecast studying, a lot of driving, but at the end it's always worth it. This year has been an exceptionally good year in terms of quality conditions. Not so many days, but really good days. Normally at home, the best days are those light wind days. In fact, I love light wind wave sailing. I think it's my favorite part of windsurfing. You can see me here sharing the lineup with the surfers, which is so most of the days is the case. Yeah, most of the time I was using my superheroes SLS and the new Grip 4 D-Lab. That kit is super light, so that gives me an edge on the light wind side of things, so I love it. This Air Taka was one of the highlights of my 2024 because yeah, I'm not used to throw those kind of moves, and it was feeling really good. This 2024 season has been mostly equal, both port tack and starboard tack days. Yeah, it's pretty funny because I think until my mid-20s, I would say, I was just sailing port tack. When it was starboard tack wind, I just went flat water freestyling, and well, at least now I can sail both tacks, and I'm glad. I was learning also to wave sail in starboard conditions, because here at the end, starboard tack is way more cleaner than port tack. As you can see, I always go to the water with my GoPro in the mouth, so I'm always filming my sessions or filming friends. I think it's a pretty good thing to do, because then later at home I can always check all my waves and you can learn a lot from it. Here is the place where the feeling grows. So that's it for now, and remember to go in the water at every opportunity you have. See you.
Yeah, Emmy gets some action, doesn't he? How are the conditions down there? You know, everyone talks about Tarifa, but Cadir's a little bit north. They are scoring. They are absolutely scoring, and he is absolutely shredding. And talking of shredding, we have got next Dimitri. Yes, the shredding psychotherapist. You what? Yeah, check out this in New York.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Dimitri, also known as the shredding psychotherapist. I'm based in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm here just to share some clips with you guys of me doing some skateboard windsurfing, also referred to as landboard or land windsurfing. It's basically me getting out a landboard and attaching a windsurfing rig to it. I even use an inflatable windsurfing rig. I do this primarily because I'm often short on time. In between working and various work functions, responsibilities, and family responsibilities, I don't often have a lot of time for myself. Certainly not a lot of time always to get out there to the beach or my favorite Point Break and just rig up all my windsurfing gear and get out there. So what I'll often do is, I'll find a parking lot with good wind access, and even if I just have, half hour, 30 minutes to myself, I'll get out my landboard, pump up my wing, my inflatable windsurfing rig, attach it to my landboard, and just get out there and, have a good time.
No one can tell me I can't. I'm starting my own revolution. I'm taking over my own life. 'Cause I know it's right here, right now.
It's a great form of stress relief for me as well. And yeah, ideally I would love to be on the water, of course. That's the best environment to be in for me, and I imagine for a lot of people as well. But if I don't have the time, being in the parking lot with a land windsurfer is the next best option. So hope you guys like these clips. Hope this might encourage some other people out there that might be thinking about this to try it. It's really a lot of fun. It's a good way to keep your skills up, again, if you're not able to get out there on the water as much as you would like. And yeah, enjoy it.
New York, that is where the Shred Fest is happening. So thanks to Dimitri for that. I think we had Uran the week before, his skateboard, and I've seen some stuff online. There's some guy riding half pipes. Maybe we should feature him. Yeah, I think so. But next group of guys we're going to feature are 3 young German rippers. Yes, and they are pushing their level. Where do you go if you want to push your level over the winter? You must have heard of this place, Cape Town. Yes, Cape Town in South Africa. This is the place, hardcore conditions, and they were there pushing the limits.
Hi everybody, my name is Lars Bubenlach. I'm 19 years old and I'm from the northern part of Germany.
Hey guys, my name is Johannes. I'm 20 years old and I live in Berlin in Germany.
Hi, I'm Uwe Kalender and I'm 26 years old. I'm living in northern Germany and I spent this year's February in Cape Town to escape the cold temperatures here at home.
I met Lars last year in Hanstorm, something around April, and from then on we were thinking about going to Cape Town.
So in September we finally booked it and the plan was to stay there for 2.5 months. already met Johannes in Cape Town last year, and we were talking about our plans for this year. So I shared most of my time with him and Blas. As the wind in Cape Town wasn't that consistent this year, we drove around a lot to score sessions in Paternoster, Scarborough, and even in Elands Bay. And in the end, some of those sessions became the best of the trip.
If you wanna be king, nobody must keep you down.
So you have a huge variety of spots, and yeah, like many different conditions. For example, you have Paternoster, which is one of my favorite spots. It's like side offshore and super clean down the line conditions.
The cheap drugs squeezing through our veins. Like a million girls and boys, I'm just another grey brick in the wall of noise. I really missed you yesterday. Well, and just for a moment, something was reeling me in.
And then you also have like a lot of friendly people, like you have a big water sports community there and many other things that you can do when there's no wind, so it's quite nice.
One foot back.
Someone was breathing me.
And one day there was a huge forecast, 4 knots, 4 meter waves. So we decided to go to Windsurfing.
Yeah, but I lived in the slip of your frown.
One was filming and the others, like the other twos, were on the water. And then after like the third swap, I was going again on the water. My plan was to do a back loop on the first one out. And I found the wave, it was super huge, the waves. I was thinking, okay, now I will go for a huge back loop. I was trying the back loop, I was jumping a little bit too much in the wind. So my weight was too much over my board. And before I landed, the board was coming up. And the board was like landing completely flat on the water. And my front leg, like my left leg, was stretched. And then the leg bent backwards. And then I was laying there in the water. And I was feeling there's something damaged. And I was directly calling for help to someone. Then like a kiter was coming, he was helping me, he was dragging me in. And yeah, then Joey and Ove were coming and they helped me to come out of the water.
So when the injury with Lars happened was definitely a new situation for me and also for Ove, because I never had like a friend or somebody closely that had like an injury while surfing or also like generally doing sports. Yeah, the thing in Windsurfing is like where the injury happened, that you have to go up quite a steep hill to get to your car. And since Lars couldn't walk, it was not possible to get up there basically. And so we chose another option. There were also some kite surfers that were really friendly and helped us. And so we put Lars on his windsurf board and fixed his leg a little bit so it couldn't roll off. And then we went like 1 kilometer to another parking spot and took him on his board there basically. And I drove the car there and then I drove with him to the hospital.
After an X-ray, they told me in the hospital I have 2 broken bones and they will keep me 1 night in the hospital. On the next day, like really early, the knee doctor was coming to me and he was looking at my leg, he was lifting it up and then he directly told me I have so much broken in it, like all the crucial ligaments, like the anterior and posterior ligaments are completely broken and the ligament on the side of the knee. And he told me also that he don't feel like a pulse in the foot. So he called another doctor
and this doctor was looking at it, and he, like, my foot was absolutely cold and I didn't feel anything in my foot, and he said, okay, there's something with artery, maybe damage or like this. You have to do now a surgery, like emergency surgery. Yeah, 7 hours in the surgery. They do a bypass. They took a vein, like artery, out of my arm here, and then they put it in my knee. And also the knee doctor did he put on a fixateur because my knee was absolutely unstable. So there was only one option, so he put the fixateur on. And yes, 7 hours. And this week all the guys were in Cape Town visit me, or like Leonard, Niklas, Guxi, Anna, also Joey and Ove. They support me. They were all the time in the hospital every day. They bring me some foods and sweets, sweet candies and everything. I was really lucky. I was really happy about that. After the second operation, the goal was to get 90 degrees quickly so I can fly back home to my parents really fast. So like in 4 days they pushed me up to 90 degrees, like I was taking some morphine and everything because it was really painful because everything was stiff and was like a little bit horrible. Now the recovering time is starting, like with all the physio, and the goal is to be back in 1 year. So see you next year on the water.
I'm afraid I can't stay any longer.
Yeah, last injury was pretty scary, and I wish him all the best for full recovery and to see him back on the water soon.
We have to say that we still had an amazing time in Cape Town, and we'll definitely try to go back next year. And yeah, so as you can maybe hear it, it's also raining a bit in the background. So the weather is definitely one reason to go back there. And so see you soon, guys.
Yeah, not every story has a happy ending, so we wish him a speedy recovery. And that's just how it goes, you know, pushing windsurfing in the waves at the highest level. Injuries are going to happen. I think there's only a few pros who I know that have escaped, you know, some pretty big injuries, but most of them have had them and are coming back. I mean, we've got Mark Paré at the moment. So, like I said, wish him a speedy recovery and we get well soon. Just want to say a massive thanks once again to everyone supporting the channel. These legends have supported this week. We've obviously got the existing members. You guys are keeping the channel happening, as well as all the brands that support the channel. And also, 7sharp.com. Yes, they are still supporting the Send It series. So that's it for this week. We could already be at the Defi by the time you see this video. I don't know. But if we are, stay tuned to the channel. Loads of stuff coming. Only one thing left to say, that no matter where you are in the world, you better send it.